Le Creuset Dutch ovens show up at estate sales decades after purchase, still glossy, still functional, still cooking. That's not marketing. That's proof that some kitchen tools were never meant to be thrown away. In an age where most gear is engineered to fail, we found 5 brands that still refuse to cut corners. From repairable mechanics to indestructible materials, we are counting them down, starting with number 5. In 5th place, KitchenAid stand mixers represent a stubborn refusal to join the throwaway appliance parade. Since 1941, every stand mixer has rolled out of Greenville, Ohio. From one factory and one workforce, millions of machines built not to be replaced, but repaired. The core engineering remains a marvel of mechanical honesty, solid metal planetary gears, and a design so robust that models from the 1950s still churn bread dough in American kitchens. Even as competitors switch to plastic gears destined to strip and shatter, KitchenAid kept the heart of its mixers serviceable. The parts ecosystem is a living archive, gears, motors, attachments, all backwards compatible for decades. That means a $450 mixer used for 30 years costs about $15 per year. By contrast, the $60 plastic gear knockoff, failing every 2 years, costs twice as much over the same span and leaves a landfill legacy behind. Real-world stories back this up. Mixers from the 1950s, still in daily use, are kept alive by simple repairs and a supply chain that never abandoned its old models. This is what it looks like when a small appliance is built to survive, not surrender. The first pillar of true durability is serviceable mechanics, not planned obsolescence. Number 4. All-Clad stainless steel cookware stands as a direct rebuke to the era of disposable pans and flaking coatings. In Canonsburg, Pennsylvania, since 1971, All-Clad has built its reputation on a simple but stubborn refusal to compromise. Every pan is forged from layers of bonded metal, stainless steel, and aluminum, pressed together in a process pioneered by founder John Ulam. This is not just marketing language, it is metallurgy that leaves no room for shortcuts. The result is tri-ply or multiply construction with a stainless steel cooking surface, an aluminum core for even heat, and another layer of stainless for strength and compatibility with any stove. No fragile coatings, no mystery metals, just a pan that shrugs off warping, delamination, and the slow death that comes for cheap cookware. The numbers do not lie. PTFE non-stick pans last, on average, 18 months before the coating scratches, peels, or releases fumes at high heat. That means buying a new set every few years. It is a hidden tax on anyone who actually cooks. All-Clad's lifetime warranty covers the core of what matters, the bond between layers, the flatness of the base, and the integrity of the handle. If a pan fails, they replace it, no questions asked. A $400 set spread over 25 years costs less than $17 per year. Meanwhile, that $30 supermarket set, replaced every 3 years, bleeds $100 from your pocket over the same span and fills the landfill with junk. This is not nostalgia for some lost golden age. This is the hard reality of material science. All-Clad's clad construction eliminates the single biggest failure mode in modern cookware, coatings that fail by design. The company's insistence on keeping production in Canonsburg ensures control, consistency, and a workforce that knows what real quality looks like. For home cooks tired of buying the same pan over and over, All-Clad is the answer. Durability engineered at the molecular level, not just promised on the box. Number 3. Vitamix blenders are what happens when a company refuses to treat kitchen appliances as disposable toys. Every Vitamix is built in Olmsted Township, Ohio, and it shows in the guts of the machine, a commercial-grade motor engineered for continuous duty, not just the occasional smoothie. This is not a plastic-coupled, underpowered blender destined for the landfill. Vitamix motors deliver up to 2.2 horsepower with radial cooling fans and sealed bearings rated for thousands of hours, features you find in restaurant kitchens, not in cheap home appliances. Cafes run these blenders 8 hours a day, year after year, without burning out. That's not just marketing. There are units in juice bars and bakeries that have logged over a decade of daily punishment, still going strong. The numbers are brutal for the competition. A $599 Vitamix used for 15 years cost about $40 a year. That's less than the price of a new budget blender every 2 years. Blenders that inevitably die from overheated motors or stripped plastic couplings, leaving you with downtime and more trash to haul away. Vitamix's metal drive system, paired with a 10-year full warranty, means even if something does wear out, the company will rebuild your blender in their Ohio factory. You're not just buying a gadget, you're buying an appliance with a repair ecosystem and a design that's proven in commercial service. For anyone tired of the endless cycle of burned-out motors and cracked jars, this is what durability looks like: real engineering, real support, and a cost that gets cheaper every year it keeps running. Number 2, Lodge cast iron cookware is the oldest survivor of American kitchen durability, and it is not just nostalgia, it is physics. Since 1896, every Lodge skillet has been poured and finished in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, using a sand casting process that creates walls thick enough to shrug off warping, chipping, and the kind of abuse that would send a cheap pan to the landfill. This is not mass market, brittle iron from a mystery overseas foundry. It is a single piece of elemental iron, dense and heavy, designed to last through decades of open flame, oven heat, and daily stovetop use. The magic of Lodge is not just in the casting, it is in the chemistry of seasoning. Each time you cook, a layer of oil polymerizes onto the surface, building a natural non-stick finish that actually gets better with age. If you neglect it, a little elbow grease and a round of seasoning restores it to glory. No coatings to flake, no plastic to melt, nothing to fail. The numbers make the case clear. A $40 Lodge skillet used for 50 years cost less than $1 a year. Buy a $25 thin import every 5 years, and you will spend 5 times as much, with nothing to hand down but a pile of warped, cracked junk. Lodge's foundry has never left Tennessee, and neither has its commitment to permanence. The pans from a century ago still cook breakfast in American kitchens, their surfaces black and glossy from generations of use. That is not just durability, it is a living record of every meal, every family, every holiday. In a world obsessed with the new, Lodge stands for the old truth. The best tools are the ones you never have to replace. And finally, in first place, Le Creuset enameled cast iron stands as the ultimate rebuke to disposable kitchen culture. Every Dutch oven begins its life in Fresnoy-le-Grand, France, where the foundry has fired without interruption since 1925. The process is a masterclass in stubborn craftsmanship, Each pot is individually cast in a sand mold, then subjected to a 10-hour multi-stage ritual that fuses enamel to iron at nearly 800 degrees Celsius. This is not just for show. The enamel bonds so tightly it guards against rust, resists chipping, and shrugs off decades of boiling, braising, and oven heat most cookware cannot survive. Estate sales tell the story better than any marketing copy. It is common to find 40-year-old Le Creuset pots, their colors still vivid, their interiors glossy and unpitted, outliving the kitchens they were bought for. Knockoff brands try to mimic the look, but cut corners with thin enamel that chips in a year, rough interiors that trap food, and iron so brittle it cracks under real use. The math is brutal and honest. $350 for a Le Creuset Dutch oven, kept for 40 years, cost under $9 a year. A $60 knockoff, replaced every 5 years as the coating flakes and the pot rusts, ends up costing more. Plus, you get the privilege of hauling 5 broken pots to the landfill. Le Creuset's warranty is nearly as legendary as its colors. Any defect in material or workmanship, and they will repair or replace it. No questions asked. This is what Buy It for Life means in the kitchen. Not a slogan, but a century-long promise backed by a foundry that refuses to compromise. In a world where most cookware is designed to fail, Le Creuset is designed to outlast you and maybe even your grandchildren. That is not just durability, that is defiance. Across these 5 brands, one truth stands out. Real kitchen tools are built for decades, not landfill. Planned obsolescence is a con. Quality is the only real bargain. In a world obsessed with disposable junk, investing in craftsmanship is the smartest, most defiant choice a cook can make.